Traverse. Located about 275 miles from LA, it's an easy drive, especially in a Chevy Traverse. Bold and rugged, the Z71 is the epitome of style and functionality. Big on the outside, big on the inside. Traverse's luxurious interior provides seating for up to 8. It's also loaded with innovative tech to keep you entertained and connected. Get away to Yosemite National Park for a long weekend or make it a vacation. There's lots of natural wonders and outdoor activities to keep you occupied. And nearby Bass Lake provides a wide variety of accommodations to extend your escape. Open year-round, you can drive to Yosemite with confidence thanks to Traverse's active safety features. Together, let's drive Chevy Traverse. See it at your Southern Chevy.
Southern California Wildfire Recovery Compensation Program available. If you were impacted by the Eaton fire, you may qualify for direct compensation. File your claim directly with no legal fees, no litigation, and it's not years. Designed with guidance from the experts behind the 9/11 Victim Compensation Fund. This effort puts you first. We're helping communities rebuild with support that's fair, fast, and direct. To file and learn more, visit sce.com/directclaims.
Resort, where season passes are on sale now for a limited time. Get the access you want all winter, plus plenty of pass holder perks for the lowest price of the season. Save up to $100 when you buy before December 1st. To buy your season pass, go to pvmart.com.
Good morning, I'm Frank Buckley. A home explodes in the Inland Empire over the weekend. It left several people injured, including children. The potential cause of the blast coming up.
And good morning, I'm Annie Rose Ramos in Malibu off Topanga Canyon Boulevard, where this road remains closed after a wet weekend caused rocks and debris to come down along it. Coming up, we have the conditions has throughout California. And with more rain on the way, we have what you need to know coming up next.
I'm Eric Spillman. President Trump tells House Republicans they should vote yes on forcing his administration to release the Epstein files. It's a complete reversal. I'll have the latest coming up.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. Apparently renting clothes is becoming cheaper than buying them. This is a rental right here. Coming up, how companies are cashing in on this latest trend as the cost of clothing soars.
Hey there, everybody. Good morning. I'm Melvin Robert. The iHeartRadio Jingle Ball is coming next month to the Intuit Dome in Inglewood. We have your chance to win your way inside the code word that you need. We're going to share it in just a bit.
All right, good morning. More rain and snow on the way. You can see the snow up and through the northern Sierra Nevada mountains. And the rain, it's kind of breaking up. It's going to be spotty, but we still will be some. More than likely a little bit later on this afternoon, patchy rain on and off. Today's weather, 64. Still downtown Los Angeles, 61. And the San Fernando Valley on and off showers with a high of 64 degrees. High Desert, 57. And Inland Empire, 65 in Orange County, Inland, 65 degrees. Let's go to Ginger with traffic.
Yeah, we have some spots where it's still kind of tough. In fact, for the 60 freeway, which tends to be a busy spot anyway, the westbound side of the 60, right at about Hacienda Boulevard. The thing is, we have a car that lost control, ended up overturning, careening down the embankment. They need a special tow unit probably to get it onto the freeway and then off of it. And you see the delays here. And for a little bit, even if you try to take Gale Avenue, you'll have to get back on again right at about Summit Crossroads Parkway, and you're really not avoiding a lot of that traffic for very long. So you have to be prepared for that. You hop on the 10 freeway, there are some slow spots for sure, but slightly better than the 60. As we track your drive along the stretch of the 91 East, right about Weir Canyon Road, where they're calling for wrecked lanes, parts of the San Fernando Valley, light rain that continues to get rain. And be careful, give yourself that extra time, and that should help you get around some of the delays or even get to your destination safely and on time. We'll watch all those things. I'll send it back to
Bless you. Officials are reminding residents to stay alert as another storm zeroes in on Southern California. Vulnerable areas like recent burns remain at risk for mudslides and debris flows. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos live in Malibu with the latest on that. Annie Rose, good morning.
Frank, good morning to you. Yeah, we're just off of PCH here on Topanga Canyon Boulevard. Well, this road remains closed. It's going to stay this way at least until noon today. That is because rocks and debris have come down along it. Crews still clearing it out of the way. Now, Frank and Jess, I know you know that it's been an incredibly wet weekend this past weekend, and with more rain on the way, LA now set to see one of its wettest Novembers on record. Dangerous drenching putting Southern California on high alert. An atmospheric river leaving 23 million people under flood watches and creating conditions that have already turned deadly. In Los Angeles, cell phone cameras capturing a close call. This tree toppling onto a city bus and then this one car. In the canyons, road crews working non-stop to keep rocks at as other salvaged cars lost control after nearly 24 hours of non-stop rain.
I thought that we were going to get a knock when we were getting the alerts. So far, it's been okay, even though they haven't knocked on our doors.
I mean, I'm nervous, but there's not many people living there, but dirt's going to wash into more dirt. There's not many houses, to be honest.
Tyler, the creator, postponing his music festival at Dodger Stadium this past weekend, promising full refunds, blaming the storm that became a torrential downpour. Downtown breaking the record Sunday, reaching 2.5 inches of rain for the month, surpassing a 1985 record. To the north, out of Monterey Beach, a frantic search to find a missing girl, after authorities say her father died trying to save her when she was swept out to sea. The storm creating a large swell in the ocean, generating big waves. The girl's body recovered by a volunteer diver yesterday afternoon. Back down south, risk of mudslides. Deputies evacuating hundreds of people living near burn scars from the Pacific Palisades to Altadena.
When we have a recent burn scar, what happens is all the foliage and the leaves are burnt off. Therefore, the rain hits the earth with more intensity, and the root base of those plants are compromised. And because of that, you tend to have mudslides and debris flows. And our concern are the homes beneath a steep hillside and people inside it.
Frank and Jess, you can see it's not raining right now. There's even a little bit of the sun peeking out to our left, but we know that is all set to change in the coming hours. It's why LA City's fire department saying they spent the past weekend patrolling burn scars like the one in case any of those debris flows or mudslides perk up, and so that way they can be aware of it if that should happen in the next 24 to 48 hours. Reporting live, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Annie Rose, thank you. The storm has caused a number of potholes to pop up on our local streets. Video from Malibu showing disabled vehicles pulled to the side of the road Friday night. At least 10 drivers blew out their tires after hitting large potholes along PH near Tuna Canyon. If you spot a pothole, dial 311 to report it, and the city of LA will come out to fix it.
Trump said it's time to move on as the House of Representatives prepares to vote on the Jeffrey Epstein files. A bill will require the Justice Department to release all records related to the late convicted offender. KTLA's Eric Spillman in the newsroom now with the latest on that. Eric, good morning.
Morning. First of all, it's important to point out that President Trump could release all of the government's investigative materials on Jeffrey Epstein, the so-called Epstein files, today, if he wanted to. The reason why the House is voting on forcing him to do it is because during his campaign, he suggested he would make the Epstein files public, and then a few months ago decided not to. Now the president has done another about-face. The president wrote on social media last night. Here is what he wrote. House Republicans should vote to release the Epstein files. Nothing to hide. And it's time to move on from this Democrat hoax perpetrated by radical left lunatics in order to deflect from the great success of the Republican Party. Okay, this is a total reversal from his previous position. In recent months, he's fought hard to prevent the release of the Epstein documents. He even brought at least one House Republican to the Situation Room at the White House to argue against it. But the pressure campaign did not work. Backers of a measure that would force Trump's Justice files have been working since July to get enough signatures for their petition. Despite opposition from Republican leaders, the House will vote on the measure as soon as tomorrow. One of its co-sponsors says he expects more than 100 Republican lawmakers could vote in favor of it.
I would remind my Republican colleagues who are deciding how to vote, Donald Trump can protect you in red districts right now by giving you an endorsement, but in 2030, he's not going to be the president, and you will have voted to protect pedophiles if you don't vote to release these files, and the president can't protect you then. This vote, the record of this vote, will last longer than Donald Trump's presidency.
Last week, the House Oversight Committee released thousands of pages of documents that were subpoenaed from Epstein's estate. The convicted sex offender mentioned Donald Trump often in email. One of them, Epstein wrote that Trump, quote, knew about the girls. Trump has long denied that he had any knowledge of Epstein's sex trafficking operation. Trump is not accused of any criminal wrongdoing in connection with Epstein.
Nothing to do with it. President Trump has clean hands. He's not worried about it. I talk to him all the time. He has nothing to do with this. He's frustrated that they're turning it into a political issue. It's not surprising because the Democrats have nothing else to talk about. What have they accomplished in 10 months? Is their entire game plan. So we're going to take that weapon out of their hand this week.
Now, over the weekend, Trump broke ties with one of his longtime allies, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's one of 4 Republicans who signed the original petition in the House calling for the release of the Epstein files. The president on social media now calls her wacky and a lunatic. He says he will not support her re-election.
The most hurtful thing he said, which is absolutely untrue, is he called me a traitor, and that is so extremely wrong, and those are the types of words used that can radicalize people against me and put my life in danger.
Her life could be in danger because of rhetoric?
Her life is in danger? Who's that?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, she says.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't think her life is in danger. Frankly, I don't think anybody cares about her.
Now, back to the vote that will take place tomorrow in the House on releasing the Epstein files. If it passes, that doesn't settle the issue. The Senate would also have to approve that same measure, and then the president would have to sign it in order for it to take effect. Frank?
All right, Eric, thank you. Developing news here. A violent house explosion in a Chino Hills neighborhood yesterday afternoon sent several people to the hospital, including children. The explosion happened shortly before 4 p.m. 4200 block of Sierra Vista Drive. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department believes a gas leak at the home caused that blast. SoCal Gas crews are on the scene this morning. The explosion damaged surrounding homes, forcing evacuations. Residents have since been allowed back. Some neighbors tell us they are not surprised by the incident and say those who live at the home are known to law enforcement.
Police now here. They've within the past couple days, 2 weeks they've been out here, and it's always been the same thing. They have to keep detained, nothing ever happens from it, and then all of a sudden